All right, morning. It's gym time. All right, today we got almond milk, oranges, banana, chocolate protein powder, and a little bit of vanilla flavoring in there, actually. Rain, total body fuel. This rainbow sherbet flavor is actually fucking delicious. I love it. You know that nobody's gonna do it for you, right? You can get help, you can get support from your mom, your dad, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't have a good relationship with them. You can get support from friends, you can get support from, siblings, from co-workers, but at the end of the day, the only person who can put in the goddamn work to become what you want to become is you. So do it. Maybe that means you have to be as meticulous and pedantic as I am with fucking scheduling out every hour of your day, having this massive checklist. I know I have to do that for me, because if I don't, my ADHD brain will take me all sorts of places, but not the places I want to go. Maybe you don't have to be like that, and if so, that's great. Life with mental illness is not easy, but chances are there's going to be something you have to do that's uncomfortable, that's annoying to you, that's, I don't know, maybe a little painful, but it'll be worth it. And no one who ever accomplished anything did it without at least a little discomfort, a little bit of grit, and a little bit of perseverance through difficulties. So just recognize that shit is gonna happen no matter what it is you do, whether you're a drummer like me, in the music industry, or something totally different. It could be in business. This goes for relationships too. They're hard work, as wonderful as they are when they're healthy. They're hard work. So don't be afraid of that work. Embrace it. Learn to live with it and enjoy it. Those are my 2 cents for the day. Let's talk about trauma really quick and healing from it and all that good stuff. Now, I'm not just talking about your regular run-of-the-mill pain, mind you, like maybe a regular kind of breakup where things were fairly amicable, or maybe you got in an argument with someone and there was some yelling. That shit, like, I suppose it depends on the person, but that doesn't necessarily cause trauma. No, I'm talking about the stuff that causes long-lasting, debilitating mental after effects and in your body too. That's trauma, right? So you are not responsible for bad things that were done to you in your life, or just things that kind of happened in general, but you are responsible for taking charge of your healing. I have known so many people, and myself included at one point, who have legitimately been through very traumatizing, awful shit in their life, and who kind of used that and stayed in a victim mentality for a long time after it happened, and used that trauma to justify treating others poorly and other self-destructive behaviors, whether they be addictions or just shit like, sleeping in all the time and trying to check out of reality as much as possible, numbing out, right? Which can be done through substances or just through different behaviors. It's normal when you've gone through some sort of trauma to like be traumatized and like not want to face the world, not want to do normal things that might seem not that difficult to other people, and I'd say to a degree, probably everyone who's been traumatized needs some sort of time where maybe, you take it easy, you rest and stuff, and maybe you get a bit of a free pass. But eventually, at some point, you have to take charge of your healing. Otherwise, you will continue to be miserable. And you'll continue to allow that trauma, allow the people who traumatized you, if it was something that someone did intentionally, or maybe even unintentionally, to have a hold over you and to have power over you. And I don't think, just throwing out a wild guess here, but I don't think that you want that. I know I certainly don't. That's why several years ago, I decided to finally start going to therapy consistently. That has been a lifesaver for me. That's why I started going to the gym consistently, and I did a bodybuilding show, and it's why, now I'm doing this whole Journey to Superdrummer thing. I mean, I'm also doing this just because I want to, and I want this to be my career, so I'm just trying to level up and put in the work, right? But point being, don't use your trauma, whatever it may be, as an excuse. It happened. It's real. This is not to dismiss that at all. I'm just saying, take charge of the healing from it and do everything you can to normalize, to self-regulate, and to not let it hold you back. There you go.
All right, so Tuesday, pull workout, back in the biceps, a little bit of rear delts. I'm really liking this high grip hammer strength machine lately, so here I am rocking 5 plates for sets of 10 on it. And yeah, there's a little bit of backwards twist and lean, but actually not a whole lot. And especially if I film this from the side angle, my back is pretty damn strong. And what's really important with these two is making sure you get a full stretch, which you can see I'm doing. Can you control that eccentric at least a little bit? Because that stretch under tension and under weight is where a lot of the hypertrophy happens. Also, of course, get the full contraction as much as you can. But if you start getting to some reps towards the end of the set where you're not quite getting the full contraction, you're just contracting as much as you can, and you're getting that full stretch, however, that'll still be great for building muscle. These incline dumbbell curls are fucking brutal. Great stretch on the bicep. I'm only using 30s here, and yet I have big fucking biceps. I also did regular hammer curls before this one. 60s, mind you. Yeah, I only filmed 2 exercises in today's workout. Whoops, kind of forgot. But I also did lat pull downs and several other things.
I tried to do only an hour and a half today. Didn't quite get that, but I did still get less than 2 hours, so we chillin'. Frying some eggs. Putting the lid over, word to the wise, helps it cook a little bit faster and also kind of helps harden over the yolk. So you get this, if you take it off at the right time, you get this perfect over easy egg with a little bit of the yolk hardened, but most of it in the center gooey and liquidy, which is how I like it. It's crazy. This egg fucking popped and flipped. It's too bad I was not filming, but I've never seen that happen. That was insane. Got 1 egg buried under there. Chicken breast shredded. Cheese, Mexican blend of course. Avocado, because I ran out of guac. And salsa and a hot sauce. Finally getting to some practice exercises. I'm a little behind schedule, but I can still get everything done today. This is the reality. We make plans and then forget to account for, little things happening. A message that we have to send someone that takes longer than we thought. Food cooking taking longer than we thought. Travel time, delays. I had to wait in some lines at the gym this morning, but here we are. Let's do some warm-up exercises for the day.
All right, so I only filmed a couple of today's warm-up exercises, but here is the tinder that I always start with. And of course I got faster with it. And then here, once again, is the push-pull pyramid exercise. So pyramid in that you start it using your push-pull technique at quarter notes, and then just build all the way up to, I think at this tempo I built up to 16th note triplets, maybe 32nd notes. You'll see in a second here, which I can't remember. And yeah, you know, being as this is still a new technique to me, I can't go that fast with it, but eventually this technique is supposed to allow you to play about as fast as humanly possible as a drummer, because it uses the smallest motor units and it's a very efficient movement, kind of pistoning your thumb and assisting that with your fingers, pushing and pulling. And you kind of get 2 strokes for 1 motion, basically. You see all the lightning fast drummers do it. Esteban Siberiano does it in a lot of his bits. I've seen Matt McGuire do it, actually, just for really fast 16ths on his ride cymbal. I think Riccardo Berlini is the dude's name. A bunch of fast drummers in, like, extreme metal and jazz and probably all sorts of genres now. I'm kind of late to picking up this technique. I should have a long time ago, but it kind of feels like learning to walk again or learning to play drums again. So it's humbling, but it'll get to a point where I can do it faster than my German grip or my regular finger valving, because right now I can do those faster than this, but this is supposed to allow you to play faster than you possibly ever could with those techniques. Anywho, I'll shut up. Alright, I sped this part up to 2 times speed because otherwise it was making today's vlog super fucking long, but I decided to film the entirety of myself doing the pyramid exercise again at 97 BPM, and what you guys are seeing here is a perfect run-through of the pyramid endurance exercise, not the pyramid push-pull exercise that you just saw me do. At 97 BPM, so a perfect 97 BPM run through the endurance pyramid exercise, and it's feeling easier. I think I'm going to do one more practice session at this tempo, especially with the wrist pain I've been having, before moving up to 98, and I'm getting close to 100, which is a big milestone for this exercise, so it's pretty cool. This one is all about feeling the burn and not muscling out the strokes, but just kind of doing regular German grip. It's kind of fun listening to it at double speed. I'm like, damn, I wish I could play that fast. Perhaps one day, perhaps in a year or so, you guys will have seen me progress from, you know, playing at like decent professional drummer speeds to just inhuman Esteban Siberiano, or there's a bunch of other guys who are super fast as well. I just can't think of any of their names. He's the most famous because of his videos. But anyways, yeah, I'm proud of the progress I've made. When I started doing this endurance and speed exercise, I could only do it at like 85 beats per minute, so consistency pays off, kiddos. Don't forget that. Alright, double kick Coca-Cola Pepsi. The reason this exercise is called that is because the rhythm, right, is Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Pepsi. Those are the syllables that they use to teach kids, you know, the difference between 8th notes, 16th notes, and 16th note triplets or sextuplets. Okay, here I am doing it at a faster tempo, and I realized it was a little dirty, so actually in a second here I slowed it down to a slower tempo. For what profiteth it a man to have all the speed in the world without precision? LOL, not me kind of pseudo quoting the fucking Bible. LOL, you guys will also notice my bad habit of, after I do an exercise a lot of the time, I will just break out into kind of a rage fill. And yeah, doing it slower here, it's cleaner.
Morning practice done. I am on my way to grab coffee with my friend David Lyon, who is an insanely talented 8-string guitarist and also writer, arranger, composer, etc. About what we're meeting about a music video that we're gonna do for one of his upcoming songs for his solo instrumental prog metal project. So I will be in the music video for this song as the drummer, potentially a character if there's some narrative to it. The drums for it were already recorded, so I'm not the one playing on the recording, but I am learning the songs so that when we film this video, it's convincing for any performance shots. And also, if I end up doing live shows with him, gotta be able to play it. It's really difficult stuff, actually, so I'll start learning the song tonight. Like, I've already kind of started learning it, but I'll really start digging into it tonight, and I'll maybe show you guys some clips. I'm having trouble getting back into focus after I went and got coffee and talked about music video stuff with David, which went well. Didn't film any of that for the vlog. Whoopsie. But yeah, I caught the tail end of a live stream that Drummeo did with Josh Eppard, the drummer of Coheed and Cambria, who's been one of my longtime favorite bands. And now I'm just like, oh, I want to film a Coheed and Cambria drum cover, but I need to copyright. So I'm going to do that for a bit. Then I get to practice. Hey guys, so just a quick update. So wrist was hurting again tonight, so I didn't do my second practice session. I did, however, spend some time doing what I would consider like absorbing information and still learning. Watch some videos with new chops ideas, which I will be incorporating in tomorrow's practice session. And listened to the last In Your Grave song from this tour set list that I need to learn, and I'll learn, or at least begin learning it tomorrow. And start daily reviews of the set list. Very important. Got to do that to polish it up. So, yeah, been a decently productive day. Didn't film a lot of it, my bad. But I got shit done. I'll film more tomorrow. Peace.